Alright, so this video, we're going to talk about the AFC side. So that's why I have my camera a little bigger, because I can actually, I don't have to worry about the NFC side, because we're just focusing on the AFC side, because I have the NFC video that went up yesterday, because the games basically finished, it was like 6:30, so I had to only worry about the Raiders-Chargers game at the end. So I had to wait, till today, because it was a late game. It got over. I think it was like 11:15 is when it got over my time. And I'm like, I'm going to bed. I don't even want to make a video. I don't even want to think about a video right now. I'm just going to go to bed and enjoy. So, we're going to talk about the AFC today. Insanity. Just insanity. This week 18 was just crazy. Titans lock up that 1 seed. Barely beat the Texans. Titans had a 10-point lead late in the fourth. Texans scored a touchdown and made it a 3-point game, and then Titans just basically ran out the clock and survived the Texans. So they have a bye until the divisional round. So our two leaders are the Tennessee Titans and then the Green Bay Packers, who don't have to play this coming weekend for Super Wild Card Weekend. So Chiefs did win against the Broncos, but because Tennessee had the tiebreaker over them, they have to sit here at the 2nd seed, and they have to face the Steelers. Now, let's just get into it. I was gonna talk about it last, but let's just get into it. So here, real quick, the games right here: Chiefs, Steelers, Bills, Patriots, which is gonna be crazy because it's in Buffalo again, and then Bengals, Raiders, which that's gonna be an interesting game too. But the Steelers were almost bounced out of the playoffs because literally last second Raiders kicked the field goal. There was like 2 seconds on the clock in overtime. Just absolutely insane Raiders-Chargers game last night. Just potential game of the year. Just absolutely potential game of the year. And it looked like, I believe it was the Raiders were going to run away with it, and the Chargers started coming back. And then it's just like, oh yeah, the NFL wants us to end at a tie. Like, it just felt like that. Like, you could just see, once this game became tied, went into overtime, and it's just like, okay, well, these two teams are probably going to tie. You could feel it from a mile away. So, it's just insane. But because they didn't tie, the Steelers are now the 7th seed. They get pushed up into the bracket here, and so they have another week with Ben Roethlisberger as their QB, but they have to go back and play the Chiefs again. Now, I can tell you right now, I don't have a ton of faith in the Steelers, but if the Steelers beat the Chiefs, this is rigged, and the Steelers are going to the Super Bowl because they're going to beat every single person on here. They're going to run through the Titans. They're going to run through the Bills. They're going to run through the Bengals if they have to play them, if they have to play the Raiders, the Patriots. Doesn't matter. If the Chiefs lose to the Steelers, I don't know what to say, because the Steelers have had the craziest luck. They should not be in the playoffs at all. They should not be. They tied the Lions. They got blown out by the Chiefs. They did not look good recently. And then, they had an 8% chance of making the playoffs heading into Week 18. And Indianapolis crapped the bed, and Raiders barely beat the Chargers at the last second in overtime, as I said before. And they have God luck. So somehow, someway, the NFL wants Ben Roethlisberger to go out on top. So he's going to make the Super Bowl. They're going to rig the game. They're going to make sure the Chiefs lose. Okay, I can't say that with a straight face. I'm having fun. This is just insane. These playoffs are going to be fun. Again, I don't have a ton of faith in the Steelers, but it could be a fun game. You never know. It really could be. It's nice seeing the Bengals in here. Again, Raiders, I am still not sold on the Raiders. Still not. If they beat the Bengals, maybe I start believing in them a bit. Bills Patriots. This is, oh my God, this is going to be insane. This is in Buffalo again. Last time the Patriots went to Buffalo, Mac Jones threw 3 times in a blizzard winter weather game, and they beat the Bills just running the ball. So, just insanity. They just faced, like, was it 2-3 weeks ago? Was it Christmas? I think it was over Christmas weekend. So was that 2 weeks ago? They just faced each other, and now they're doing it again. So, God, I can't wait for these playoffs. It's gonna be so much fun. Both NFC and AFC are just stacked. Again, I think, me personally, I still think the Eagles are probably the weakest team. Throughout the whole NFL playoff picture, I still would believe that. I just feel like that Steelers defense, like, if we compare both 7 seeds, I feel like that Steelers defense is way better. And then I just, that Eagles defense is okay, but they might struggle against that Steelers offense who struggles. But, it's just, it is what it is. They made it. They deserve to be here. So, credit to them. Final 14 teams. I was going to say 12, and then I'm like, wait, no. There's an extra 2 slots. That's right. But, just crazy picture. Steelers, surviving. I'm going to be rooting for them, but I just don't have a lot of faith in them just because it's the Chiefs. It's just, whatever. Can the Chiefs just not come out of the AFC? Like, Tennessee, Buffalo, just beat them. Like, Cincinnati beat them. Well, the game was rigged. No, shut up. Who cares? You're a Chiefs fan. Shut up. Okay. But, I want to see, like, the Bengals come out. I want to see the Bills come out. I want to see the Titans come out of the AFC. I'm tired of the Chiefs coming out of the AFC. It's just, it is what it is. So I just don't want to see that anymore. I'm okay with the Patriots going to, like, the divisional round, but I don't want to see them in the Super Bowl. Again, if somehow, some way the Steelers do it, I'm going to just laugh my ass off because I'm not going to care because the NFL gods want Big Ben in the Super Bowl. So if that happens, you can call it rigged all you want. I'm going to just laugh my ass off because it's just the funniest thing ever. The funniest thing ever. But yeah. And again, I'm not sold on the Raiders. We'll see how they do against the Bengals this weekend. But, this is the playoff picture for the AFC. It's set. Again, Derrick Henry comes back in 2 weeks. So it's good. Divisional round's going to be fun. I'm ready. I'm ready. My body's ready. This is just going to be a real fun playoffs, both NFC and AFC. So, for now, though, we're out of here. This is last regular season week. And next week, we're going to start talking about, winners and losers of the playoffs. And I'll have my picks coming up on Wednesday. I'm doing something a little different. I'm going to actually rank, my favorite games to least favorite games. I can tell you right now, Tampa Eagles is very low on the list. I can tell you that right now. That's not a shocker. I'll probably end up starting with that game just because I'm not excited for Tampa and the Eagles at all. So, other than that, though, a lot of good games. So, for now, like the video, share the video around, don't forget to subscribe, and I'm out of here. Peace.